Good morning everyone and welcome to my day, and what is a very exciting day for a lot of people. I shall tell you why. Now today is the day that the teddy bears have their picnic. No, I'm joking. Today's the day that Apple make their iPhone 6 and iPhone 6 Plus available for pre-order on their online store. And they also make it available to reserve to actually collect in their retail stores. Now, I did my normal procedure this morning. I did a few bits of online work, I did a school run, and then I went into editing mode, so I was editing a video. And whilst I was doing that editing, I was looking at my second screen, which has my Twitter feed on. And basically the Twitter feed was going crazy with all you guys and girls frantically refreshing the Apple Store because it didn't come online at the time Apple said it would. And it was just crazy. People were trying Chrome, they're trying Safari, they're trying the iOS app, they're trying their iPad app to pre-order their iPhone 6 or 6 Plus. Camera battery ran out, back to what I was saying. So basically everyone was trying to get their pre-orders in. And yeah, I just hope, I hope that everyone managed to get the order that they wanted. When I stopped looking at it, which was about 9 AM, something like that, so an hour into the pre-orders, a lot of the models were in fact sold out. There were still some 16GB models available, and the rest of the models, the 64s and the 1 to 8s in multiple colours, were all saying 7 to 10 business days delivery, which equates to 2 weeks, or on some of them it was saying 3 to 4 weeks delivery. So inventory sold out really very, very quickly. You could still reserve some of the models actually. In some of the retail stores they still had 64 and 128GB models available as well. So if you can get to a retail store, then it was probably worth checking, and probably still worth checking now, because I think they have stock that they can release at regular intervals, and if people don't pick up you might find that one becomes available. So do check the reservation pages if you can get to one of the Apple retail stores. So now I want to talk to you about what iPhone 6 or 6 Plus I'm actually ordering. Now, I did publish a video yesterday actually discussing my ordering choice. I thought I had made the decision, but that still conjured up a lot of questions. I still got so many people asking me on Twitter and in the YouTube comments what I'm going to order, and they obviously didn't watch the video. But it was probably good they didn't watch the video, because after I hit that stop record button on this camera, I actually changed my mind probably about 20 or 30 times. So I'm going to recap again here. Now, it got to a stage yesterday, it was round about, about 5:30, something like that. It might have been a little bit earlier or a little bit later. But that was the time when I had to make my decision, because I had to make a phone call to do my order. And I really had decided in that video the other day that I was going to order an iPhone 6 64GB in gold, an iPhone 6 Plus 128GB in space grey. Now, when I published that video, that brought up even more questions from people, which was things like, why do you need two? Why are you buying one because you've got a OnePlus One? Why are you buying one because you've got a BlackBerry Z3? Why are you buying one because you've got this smartphone and that smartphone? How greedy? Well, what you've got to understand, and I shouldn't really have to explain myself, but for those of you who are asking those sort of questions, this is my job. I test technology, I test smartphones, so I have to get one of each to do a comparison video. And also, I don't know at this stage which one I'm going to prefer. Am I going to prefer the 4.7-inch screen of the iPhone 6, or am I going to prefer the 5.5-inch screen? I just don't know myself yet. So anyway, the colour decision supposedly had been made, but then I did this. I'm reaching down into my pocket now, and I got this out of my pocket. This is my iPhone 5S. Now, as you can see, I have, well, you can't see it completely, but I have the silver version. So white bezel around the screen and silver and white on the back, silver on the sides. And then I turned it like this. And this is currently my favourite case. It's the Casemate Acetate, and it's in gold. So I was looking at this thinking, wow, it's in gold. And the really important deciding factor for my change of decision is that the bezel around the screen is white, and the bezel around the screen of my iPad Air is white. And I really like white bezels, and whenever I buy devices from other manufacturers, I normally probably in the last 4 or 5, maybe even longer than that, say 4 or 5 years, I've always chosen the white or the lighter coloured version. So I made the final decision that I was not going to go for something with a black bezel around the screen. So what did I end up ordering? Well, I really didn't like the design of the iPhone 6 or 6 Plus in the silver version, because I thought that the lines, you know, the line breaks where the antennas are on the back, I didn't like the actual colour of those on the silver version. The space grey version, the lines seem to sort of go into the background a little bit more and seem to match up in colour. That was why I initially thought I'd go for that one. But that one was now out of the equation purely because black bezel around the screen. I didn't want that. So I ended up ordering the iPhone 6 64GB in gold and the iPhone 6 Plus 128GB in gold. I went for gold in both. So, you know, I think it was the right decision, because looking at the Apple Watches as well, so looking forward to next year, I will probably get one of each colour of the Apple Watches to cover on the channel, but the one that caught my eye on Apple's website was the rose gold version of the Apple Watch. Now I know it's probably going to be very expensive, but if I was going to keep any of them for my own personal watch, I would probably go for that one. So, decision made. That's what I've gone for. Gold in both. Was it the right decision? Well, I don't know. If it wasn't, I'm going to put a case on it anyway, because I always put cases on my devices, and at least I still have that white bezel around the screen. So anyway, that is it for today's video. I've got just a busy day today doing video editing, so I'm not going to really share any more video with you today. I'm going to get on with a full day's work, and I've got probably, I would say, about 6 hours of editing to actually do. So I will say goodbye for now. I hope that you all got the order that you wanted with your iPhone 6 and iPhone 6 Plus, and I hope when it's delivered it lives up to your expectations as well. I'm sure it will. It looks like a fantastic device. I think Apple have done a fantastic job this time round. So anyway, that is it for today's video. People hate it when I say the same word a lot of times in a video. It's quite funny when I'm describing a product and I say it's really nice, and then I say it's really nice a little bit later on. They say, can you not use some other words in your videos? Well, today has been a fantastic day and I am fantastically happy. So there. I've said it another couple of times, just for you. I am going now. Thank you very much for watching. Drop me some comments. I'll see you all again tomorrow.